Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies.
Now we're going to take a look at some of the best plays, or maybe worst, depending on how you look at it, from the LSU Ole Miss game. Now this was a really good game. Obviously LSU winning in overtime. Fans storming the field on the 100th anniversary of Tiger Stadium. So let's just dive right into it. The first play of the game, unfortunately, we're going to start off with this interception here, which I just found hilarious, not going to lie. Just Nussmeier trying to make a play, dropping back right here. Feeling the pressure. Right here, tries to slide it through on this check down. Obviously, if he has time, he can probably come to the middle, but the safety's jumping that. Can't really look to the other side of the field. So he just has to throw it to the check down right here, which is open. We probably won't get yards, but he's just going to his check down off Will Campbell's head. And that's an interception. For maybe the only play of the game, our tackles got beat here. Campbell and Emory Jones. You can see Emory Jones chasing, which you never want. Never want to be looking at your quarterback. Never want to be looking at your quarterback right here. So this might be their only bad plays from the game, from the two, star tackles right there. But a hilarious interception off of Will Campbell's head. It just goes straight in the air, unfortunately. Now here's a fourth down play. Here's a fourth down play. And you might have your player of the game right here, Braden Swinson, who had a really, really good game for LSU, number 4. Just beats his guy. I don't know why they have a receiver trying to block down on him right here. He's just not going to be strong enough to even put hands on him. Come from the edge right here. You can see he just crashes down. Receiver's not, able to beat him to the spot. That's just too easy. Defensive line does a good enough job to clog up that middle. But I mean, this play is all by Swinson and this receiver trying to get to him, which is just never going to happen. If this guy gets here instead of crashing down, Ole Miss may have something, but that receiver is just never going to get to that guy. Never, ever, ever. Maybe they thought that since the quarterback was on the left side right here, that this guy may be able to stay home, may stay home on like a little zone read type thing. But when you directly snap the ball to the running back, this just makes his job much easier. And that's just a good job by him, who had a really, really good game. All right, now you come out in the red zone. I'm not in the red zone. Inside the 5-yard line, while Ole Miss was just in the red zone, didn't score. Then you got Nussmeier here. And it's just a good throw. It's a really, really good throw. Not sure what type of coverage Ole Miss is running because you got Lacey in the slot right here, right? You're only going to rush 3 on 2nd and 10. This guy's going to drop. This guy's going to drop. But these two guys, you should have just rushed him because they're going to just cover the same zone the entire play. I'm super confused on what they thought was happening right here, but it's just not. This is not a good coverage. So you can see on the snap already right here, you guys are covering 2 yards. Congratulations. You covered 2 yards together. This is one person can do this. One person can literally do this. Maybe they try to get, confused. Nuss if something came across the middle quick and he should be able to drop deeper. Maybe that's supposed to be the coverage. He's here and he's dropping deeper. But once again, 2 guys, same spot. One guy can do this. One guy can stand on this white line, and do this exact same job. So that's just poor defense by Ole Miss. Nussmeier with a really good throw. Once again, these guys were way too close. If this guy drops deeper, then they maybe have something right there. But that's a really good throw by Nussmeier. Leaves the middle wide open for Lacey. That's just pitch and catch, and we'll take that. All right, here's another play where Ole Miss is actually, playing a decent coverage because you got a guy here, guy here, guy here, guy here. It's spacing here. Spacing, you got some crossing routes by LSU, and this is one of my favorite plays of the game just because we use the middle of the field. You have to use the middle of the field in college. It's very, very hard to defend, but it's also very hard to throw. So I understand why a lot of teams don't use it. But if you watch the 2019 team from LSU, Joe Brady abused the middle of the field. It also helps when you have Justin Jefferson, Terrence Marshall, and Jamar Chase. And Joe Burrow, I might add. So it's very, very easy. But they're going to get Lacey up here on this little dig route. Boom. And you got the crossers right here, taking out these linebackers and whoever strong safeties are here. You got somebody blowing the top off the defense. I'm not sure who that is. Could be Aaron Anderson, could be Xavier Thomas, not really sure. And now look at this. Eye of the Tiger, wide open. Wide open. That's just a really, really good play design. Once again, run that back. You got the crossers, which is going to hold these linebackers. And after those crosses, you just got an in route right behind it. And that's just perfect. Just look at the spacing from the LSU receivers. This is a really, really good offense. You got a guy here. You got a guy maybe 20 yards away from him, 20 yards away from him, 30, 40 yards away from him. That's just really, really good. 5 wide receivers, all in different parts of the defense, which is going to leave a hole somewhere. And unfortunately for Ole Miss, I mean, you left a hole for LSU's best receiver, and that's a good job. Now, here's the 4th and 1 play where Ole Miss scored on. They're going to go trips up top, so that's going to hold 3 guys. Trips up top, going to hold 3 guys. These 3 guys are basically out of this play. They're out of this play. So now we have 8 defenders. Obviously, 7 in the box right here. You got 1 safety behind this referee. And we'll just watch. So tight end pulls from backside. Number 8 over here. He's going to pull. So he's going to seal off number 4 right there, Swinson. Good. Really good penetration right here, but the defensive tackles have to be better. Defensive tackle right here has to be better. I know he's on a double team, but you just have to be better. You can't get pushed. You can't get pushed back like this. You just can't have that. Not on 4th and 1. You just have to be better. Like I said, I know you're facing a double team, so it's hard. I wonder, is that Payet? That 99? Yeah, it is. You can't. No, that's 95. Excuse me, Payet. My fault, OG. My fault, OG. Wasn't you. I think that's Washington. But yeah, you can't get pushed back like that. Got to take on that double team. Got to be stronger. Linebackers got to fit the gap a little bit. And I saw a lot of people blaming Major Burns on this play. But I'm actually, for the first time in my life, I'm not going to blame Major Burns on this play. Because you can watch Major Burns right here. He's slowly playing this. This guy, he's waiting. Guy's going to come through his hole, but then he's going to cut back. It's nothing he can do with those 2 linemen back there, and you can't have these 2 guys getting pushed back. Look where the first down line is. Look where these 2 guys are. You just can't have that at the defense. Now, the real problem is, on this play, your safety. Your safety just can't do this. And I think that's Sage Ryan. Not quite sure the number yet. But watch Major Burns play this. I think he plays it well. Like, you're waiting, you're being patient. You have to be patient because you don't know if this guy coming through this gap or this gap. So he can play this patiently. He has to play this like he's trying to create space between these 2 guys. He's trying to use his eyes. He's waiting. You can't really jump either way. He comes through this hole. Boom. Now, safety, buddy. What are you doing? You have to be way more patient than what you just did right now. You cannot jump through this gap because if he comes through this gap, guess what? Major Burns is there. You have to still be patient behind these guys. You can't just run up to this hole. And when you run up to this hole, you can cancel Christmas. And now you're just in no man's land. What are you doing right here? Like, what are you doing right here? You're not going to help the team. And as a safety, you can't. Like, you just can't do this. You just can't do this. You just can't do that. I mean, that's just bad football. I wish it was another angle where you could see it from the back. But, yeah, that's just bad football. I mean, actually, good job by Jordan Gilbert up here because he was on a block. He almost makes this tackle. Coming on a block right here. Didn't make the tackle, but that's a good job by him. But we can't get pushed around on the defensive line as a linebacker position. You definitely can't have that. On 4th and 1, you got Greg Penn, you got Washington getting kind of pushed back in the backfield. I think Major Burns plays it slow, reads it correct. He can't guess. Like I said, he's behind 2 guys that's getting pushed back. He can't really guess. Running back comes through this gap. He has to obviously go for that tackle there. Almost gets him, kind of slips. But Sage Ryan right here. Come on, man. You should be ready as ref is. You should still be trying to read this play. And when he bounces outside, you have to be ready for that. You can't just run up into this hole. You can't play free safety like that. Like I was talking about Jordan Gilbert right here, getting on his horse, almost makes this play, which is also confusing to me because, hey, man, pay attention up here. Hey, I know you got your man right there, but hey, after it's a run play, it's time to play football. We're asleep out there. We're asleep. You can get here. You can get here if you use your eyes, and I don't know what you're doing over there, but obviously you see Jordan Gilbert running towards the play. You might want to join. That's just a thought. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future's eye, you want to just join this play, but hey, you don't. Jordan Gilbert right there gets on his horse. Got to make that tackle too. I know that's putting a lot on somebody. That's not their responsibility, but really athletic play from right here. You just got to make that play now. Coming in the screen, good burst of speed. We need that tackle. We need that tackle right there. There's a little RPO to trade as green, I believe. Let's just watch this from the jump real quick. All right, obviously you're going hard on the run. Your whole, point of running this RPO is to get these linebackers to step up. You want this safety to maybe step up as well. Let's run it a little bit. Boom, that safety steps up. You're dead in the water. We're gonna pull this every time. Now you got one-on-one with your stud freshman tight end, and you're looking just for the RPO. This is the guy he's reading right here. This is a super easy read for Nuss. This is a one-man read. You know how usually you run a zone read, you read the defensive end. Well, you're reading the safety on this one. And watching Nuss' eyes on the snap, boom, you can see him not even looking. He's looking downfield. He's looking at this safety. This safety jumps up. Too easy. All right, you're going to jump up. Bang. We got this route right here. This is an easy little glance route, post route, whatever you want to call it, from Trey Dash. Too big, too strong. There's nowhere you're stopping that from Ole Miss. I'm just glad the refs didn't try to hold LSU right here because they definitely could. They definitely could. You could try to get illegal man downfield. You got Will Campbell up here and Emory Jones. I mean, look at this right here. Not sure if we can do this, buddy. You're about 3 yards downfield. Emory Jones as well. I mean, he may be about 3 yards downfield as well. You got these linemen. It's close call. I'm glad they didn't throw that flag on right there because that would be very, very nitpicky. Because, I mean, hey, give us a touchdown. I'm sure Ole Miss fans don't agree. Literally, this is the same route. This is the same route concept. Actually, the same exact play. Just about. Remember, LSU had those crossing routes. These two guys are crossing. You had Lacey on that deep end. Remember that play that we had ran? And he had Aaron Anderson trying to bust the coverage off top. So Ole Miss knows we've ran this play before. So what are they going to do? They all sit. They all sit right now on Lacey on this end route. This exact same play. We can go back to it. We can go back to it. Where is it? Right here. This is basically the exact same play. Oh, this is the interception. Excuse me. Let's get through there. Let's find it. All right, right here. This is the exact same play. Remember? Let's watch it again. You got the two crossing routes right here. Boom. You got Lacey coming in, and you got Aaron Anderson on this post. Now watch Aaron Anderson on this post right here. Look how many guys go to this post route. 3 guys go to this post route up here. And you got Lacey comes wide open right here with the crossing routes with this route going deep. Now, let's fast forward. You got basically the same exact play. These crossing routes. You got Lacey on the end route right here. But guess what? If you're going to jump the end route this time, like Lacey, then we'll just throw the post to Aaron Anderson. What you say? We'll take. And then that's just easy pitch and catch. So same exact play from LSU. Good job by Nuss going through his progressions. Oh, you can definitely see it from this angle. Didn't know I had this, but hey. Right here. Boom. So this safety last time, this safety that's going to come on the screen from the back, he didn't jump this. He went with the post. Because remember, it was 3 guys with the post. He was deep, and he played deep back here. But he's going to jump Lacey because we literally just ran this play. So he's like, oh, yeah, I know this. I've seen this before. Buddy, still got Aaron Anderson running deep. Here's just a pick in the forecourt. I'm so confused on what the hell Ole Miss is doing right here. These next 2 plays are the most confusing plays I've ever seen in my life. This one I was like, okay, what the hell am I watching? Hey, dog, look how many white jerseys. This is not a Hail Mary attempt. What are we doing? What are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. All deep. And you just throw this up? Alright. We'll take this for interception, though. So confused on what you're doing. That's just idiotic to me. But guess what? We got even more of an idiotic throw because we're going to do the same thing. We just threw 2 balls up. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on right here with these 2 plays. That's just 2 quarterbacks that have just lost their damn mind, in my opinion. I mean, look at the time on the clock for both of these plays. These are back-to-back plays. You got 11:07. Obviously, they had a couple penalties because it's 1st and 25. Hail Mary to the end zone. Score 20-16. 11:04 on the clock. We throw a Hail Mary right here because that's what that is. I'm not calling that anything but a Hail Mary. I'm sorry. And then 4 seconds later, good protection. What we do? Hail Mary. Because look at the route. This is all verticals. Vertical. You got nothing in the middle, no check down, none of that. All vertical routes. You just throw it up. And it's an awful throw. So this is, I'll kind of break down the play what they tried to get. This is like a little out, maybe a little wheel route you want to call for Mason Taylor right here. Try to get him on a little out and up. And you might want to get Lacey. He's running like a super skinny corner, towards this side of the field. Only problem with that is he's basically bracketed. It's a 3-on-2 over here. And once it's a 3-on-2, that's just over with. So right here, he's running a little post in a little skinny corner. But this guy's not sitting. He's not sitting right here. He's going to drop deep, and he's going to drop deep. So they're basically bracketing coverage in him right here. This wheel route, not there. That wheel route, tries to hold him. But if you're going to throw that ball has to be like right here somewhere. Now with the pressure coming in his face, that doesn't help, obviously, right here. But yeah, if you're going to throw this ball, it's basically got to go out of bounds. Like where only Layson can get it. Because right here, I mean, he's covered. He's got a guy here, a guy here. You can't throw that corner here. You literally have to throw a perfect pass, 10 out of 10. But that's Nussmeier. He thinks he has the best arm in the world. He's a gunslinger, and I'm not criticizing for him because later in this video, we're going to see why that's kind of a good thing. But yeah, also just terrible play design by LSU. Everybody running 4 verticals when you just got the ball back. Probably not the best idea. And so yeah, that ball ends up getting picked off. Now we get a little crazy. Couple plays left in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. 4th and 7 right here. Ole Miss. Once again, I don't know what Ole Miss is doing with number 4. He drops the coverage too much from the defensive line outside linebacker spot. They try to overload one side. Maybe because LSU have trips over here. They only came with 3 defensive linemen from the right side, and leaving nobody over here, which is super easy for your quarterback because he can just slide to his left because no one wants to block him. That's because what are we doing here? Send somebody from this side. We're trying to get too smart, too cute Lane Kiffin. Like, what you doing right here? All right, boom. We just slide to the left a little bit. Thank you for this easy pocket. And boom. Got my tight end wide open on 4th down. I really appreciate it. You got a 2nd and 10 play right here. More crossing routes from LSU. Got Aaron Anderson. It's got to come down with that catch. I only really put this in here because you can't see it right here because of the angle, but I promise you, I can promise you, everything I love right here, Mason Taylor on this play was so open. He was so open. Like, you can't see it, but I promise you, with all these guys running this way, no one was running with Mason Taylor. Not a soul. Not a soul was over there. And Anderson ends up dropping that. Now you got a 4th and 5. 4th and 5 right here. You're going to send Josh Williams in motion. So obviously, this motion is going to give you that they're man-to-man. You see this guy running out with Josh Williams. He's in man-to-man. So now you know what you guys are quarterback. You're going to be a man-to-man. They kind of got a quarterback spy as well on you. And he delivers a strike. Now we'll watch this from the back angle. All right. Now my opinion. Just my opinion. Could be wrong, could be right. All right. You're man-to-man. They're basically cover 2-man, right? You're cover 2-man, which is everybody has a man. So you can go back. To where the play started at. All right. Man here, man here, man on a running back, man here, and you got a safety here and a safety here. Cover 2-man. These 2 safety obviously going to be playing deep. So any one-on-one route, you got an end breaking route right here. That's really what you're looking for. Anything type of end breaking route. Nothing deep really is going to be there unless you can split the safeties, which is the ball he made. Now, is this correct read? I'm going to say if we're going on reads, this is probably a 3 out of 10 read. This is a 3 out of 10 read, right? And so this is why. Obviously, you got this safety deep. Obviously, Lacey's, he's done over here. You got a safety deep, but you got 2 end breaking routes. This guy is going to hold, the corner and a safety, right? So obviously, like I said, you can throw it to the middle of the field, and that's just a risky throw. You don't know if these safeties are going to reach you and make this play. He's not even open. He's behind the cornerback right here. So this is technically, for me, the wrong read. Like I said, 3 out of 10 read. Trying to throw this ball right here. I think the correct read is once this guy clears him out and gets this safety, this in route is the correct read. Don't get me wrong. Great throw. We'll talk about that. This is the correct read. This second option. Now watch how much open this second option is than the first. If we're just going to look at it. That's the first option. Obviously, he's coming across that middle. If you put that ball right there, it's going to be a tough catch. It's going to be a tough throw. That just is what it is. Look at this second option, though, on this end breaking, because he's going to come here. He's going to hold that safety. This is going to be wide open. Now, obviously, I'm not criticizing him because, hey, he made the fucking best throw I've seen in a long time because this guy's covered. This guy's obviously covered. This guy's not open. This is what you call, I'm going to throw you open. You ain't got to be open. I'm going to put this ball where you're supposed to be in the middle of these two safeties. I'm just going to assume that you're going to beat your man. I just have faith in my receivers that you're just going to beat your man. So like I said, I think the read to 3 out of 10. The throw is 1,000,000 out of 10. This is 1,000,000 out of 10 throw. Like, this is the best throw I've seen, like I said, in a long time from a quarterback in college. And that's just on the money. And as you can see, this other end breaking route is wide open, which I think is the correct read right here. But hey, sometimes the correct read just ain't it, you know? Sometimes just the correct read just ain't it. Like I said, that's not open. I think if he waits, maybe just a next step when he clears out, you got the guy right behind him. Can't see what number that is, but that's wide open as well. But hey, I'm not mad at you. You go to your guys. You went to Aaron Anderson right here. And that's a touchdown. All right, and here's the last play of the game. Playing overtime. If you saw some videos, you saw Lacey say, hey, give me a one-on-one with 28. LSU brings him in motion. You can't see the motion on here, but he gets his one-on-one. Little stutter and go, pump fake by Nuss. Just puts it up in the air, jump ball. My guy versus your guy. Let's see who's better. My guy's better. We fake the throw. That's ball game. Really, really good game from LSU right there. Good throws from Nuss. Like I said, that last throw on 4th down, absolutely amazing. I think Nuss played a C game for Nuss. C- game for Nussmeier was really, really bad in my opinion at some point to that game. But boy, when it was time to make the throws, when it was time to step up and make the plays, he was a 10 out of 10, A+++ on 4th down, on big down, just situations. He was amazing. 4th quarter was really, really good. So hey, LSU got a chance to do something special this year. Only one loss on the season, that first one. Got Arkansas this week, then you got A&M, then you got Bama. That's a tough 3-game stretch. Tough 3-game stretch right there. Obviously, you want to go 3-0 right there, but you got to take it one game at a time. 2-1 wouldn't be the worst, wouldn't be the end of the world. I think they go 2-1 right there. Win out, you're in the playoffs, at 10-2. But obviously, you want to go 3-0, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens these next 3 games. I'll probably break down some of those as well. But thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, it's the Boot Tragedies. I'm out.